Okay, so this is Soufiane Sattva. He's an energetic healer, and he's going to talk to us today about what he does in the realm of unconditional love and transmuting energy. So Soufiane, would you like to tell us a little bit about your process, or maybe it's not a process, but would you like to tell us about how you do the energy healing that you do?
Okay, sure. So let's see, I have a pretty long story. So I've lived multiple lives within this one life, in this 3D realm, and I think each one of them has helped me to come to this place that I am now. I started off as a music producer, and I was quite successful in that area. I earned 10 platinum and gold, let me back up, 7 platinum and gold plaques. I'm a little nervous, sorry. Platinum and gold plaques for my music production, as well as my recording engineering abilities. From there, I walked away from the music business and went into education, where I served as an administrator, which is kind of like an assistant principal, for 6 years in Houston Independent School District. And then I just walked away from there and landed here at Body, Mind, and Soul. And so I tell all of that because once I landed here at Body, Mind, and Soul, I started grabbing at every healing modality that I could grab at. So the first that I learned about was Reiki. And so I trained as a Reiki practitioner, level 1 and level 2. And then another gentleman came along by the name of Daniel Brower, and he showed me how to play the sound bowls. And you know, it seems like they're really easy to play, right? You know, you could just hit on them and play, but there's definitely a technique to them, and I like to say that they teach us to be patient and delicate with ourselves. And if you approach them with that in mind, they'll sing for you. And so I trained under him, and then I took an online course on crystal body layouts with hibiscus moon. And so then I took all 3 of those modalities and I put them together as one in what I call as a Sattva session. And so Sattva, in my interpretation of it, is to bring you back to your true self, your true being. And so that story that I told you about all the different lifetimes that I've lived brought me to this place, which I feel like is my true essence, my true being. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing in this lifetime, which is serving others and helping them get to their true essence, their true being. So within that, what I do is I lay crystals on people, you know. I used Tibetan bowls, and I used crystal bowls and the gong to realign people's energies and help to raise their awareness about energy. Because I think in our life, in 3D realm, you know, just regular life is what I'm referring to, we're not taught to be sensitive to energies or to be aware that we're sensitive to energies. And a simple awareness of being aware, a simple awareness to energetic influences is those feelings, like if you ever pull up to a place and you're sitting outside in your car and you say, you know what, I just don't feel like going in here. And that's because your energy is not aligned with whatever's going on the inside, you know? And so that's kind of like my goal, is to try and raise awareness of how energy feels within you and how to acknowledge it and to respond appropriately to it, you know. So yeah, I don't know if I answered the question,
yes,
but
absolutely.
Here we go.
Yes.
We could keep going from there, you know.
100%.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Yeah. So would you like me just to kind of maybe describe what I do in this room?
That would be incredible.
Yeah. So I have very large Tibetan bowls. One you stand in, and I call these the gratitude bowls. And so what we do is in a Sattva session, we start off by I call it a quick energy cleanse, and at the same time, we're showing our gratitude for being here and just everything that we receive in life. And so I start you off by standing in this very large Tibetan bowl. I ring it, and then I have another large Tibetan bowl, which I use to raise your energy, and then I use it to ground it. And this is where I'm running it along your spinal column and along your back. So I raise it while it's ringing, and then all the time you're using the sentence stem, I am grateful for, and you're just plugging it in over and over and over in your mind. Like, I'm grateful for today, I'm grateful for water, whatever it may be. And then so the whole idea is we're trying to build that gratitude energy field to where it's really large, so you can receive more to be grateful for. And then the vibrations that are no longer serving you will fall away with the ringing of the bowls. And then I have one more, it's a heart, it's tuned to the heart chakra, and I place it on your back right here at the heart. Mm-hmm. And I ring it while it's on your heart chakra. And the whole idea is I'm breaking up any blockages that may be here, so you could just project your love out to the world. So that's how we start off. So then we come over to the massage table, and then this is where most of the work is done. I test each chakra with a pendulum, and the pendulum shows me the spin of your chakra. If it's spinning like this, it's in good order. If it's just going back and forth, I know that there's a blockage somewhere. And if it goes backwards, we got serious problem, but not that serious. Nothing is that serious. But yeah, I hardly ever see it go backwards. But yeah. So once I determine the blockage, if it's blocked, if it's spinning in good order, I always unwind them and then wind them up. And I use a vogel. And a vogel is a crystal. I could actually grab the vogel.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah. I wanted to grab the bowls, but they're so large.
Right.
So this is a vogel. Okay, and this particular vogel, okay, so vogels are named after a gentleman named Marcel Vogel.
Okay.
Okay, and he invented what was the liquid crystal display. So it was the first computer monitors, and he used quartz crystal to create these LCDs, and he worked for IBM. After he did that and understood the power of quartz, he quit working for IBM and started creating these, which efficiently transfer energy. And that's why they have these sides. Now this particular Vogel, so needless to say, Marcel Vogel is no longer with us. He is in spirit. But this particular Vogel is made by his apprentice, which I do not know his name, but he worked directly under Marcel Vogel. And therefore, Marcel Vogel's energies are encapsulated in here too. So anyway, so then I use this to unwind chakras, and I use this to wind them back up, just for good order, mm-hmm. and just, get the spin on the way we would like them. Mm-hmm. So that's what I do. And then after that, I intuitively choose a stone to lay on each chakra according to the chakra. And then from there, I'll do Reiki over each chakra. And that takes, it takes some time to go through all 7 chakras. And in between, I lay Tibetan quartz in between each chakra, because Tibetan quartz is known to break up any additional blockages that may be hiding in the meridians and in between the chakras. And so that's what I do next. And then from there, once I've completed it, I also make a beautiful crown of either Lemurian quartz, Veracruz amethyst, just high vibrating stones, a beautiful crown around the head, just to bring in additional wisdom and unlock, things that may be stored away in that person's conscious body that they need, And so, since from there, then I further integrate those healing modalities with the sound bowls. So I play a sound bath at the end and allow that person to float off into the 5D realm with the crystals on them, and then we come back and I remove the crystals and we recite some affirmations. And then that in a nutshell is a Sattva session. Yeah, and that's how I help people return to their true being, their true essence, and feel love and compassion, and be able to go out into the world and project that. And sometimes that projection doesn't look like what we consider as loving. Sometimes it helps to make hard decisions, to move forward in life so you can live within love, you know. And a lot of people come to me to do that, like to say, there's a hard decision in my life I have to make. Let's do this and see how it works for me. And yeah, and most of the time people make those decisions and find love and happiness on the other side of that hard decision.
That was so interesting.
Yeah.
And just on a personal note, on the way here, there was a conversation within that was asking me to make somewhat of a difficult decision that I've been needing to make or wanting to draw, and not exactly drawing a line, but some kind of a hard decision.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is coming up really strongly. And now that we're talking about it, I'm thinking, I was, lucky me to kind of get a mini, just hearing about your session is really...
You're in the room where it happens.
Yeah, it's really, the energy of it is here. So thank you for having me here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you for even considering to, interview me.
Oh, my pleasure. And then do you have any kind of experiences that stand out? Of course, any, without breaking any confidentiality, which I'm assuming you wouldn't anyway, but do you have any experiences that stand out from maybe your own life or when you've used this process and kind of seen something happen that was out of the ordinary? Or
so each session is very, very different, just like, okay, so then I also play group sound baths here at the store, right? And so each sound bath, each session is very, very different. Like, and it has a lot to do with the individual, in my opinion, because sometimes the individual could be very far advanced as far as their spiritual journey, as far as meditating and knowing how to connect. And if I have a session with someone like that, it tends to go deep, and into another realm. And I easily get pulled into it because I can drop in really easily. But it just always depends on the person, and I really enjoy those. Like I really enjoy someone who's I'll just use the term spiritually advanced, and I've been on different planes, and having to come back into this body, and it's just like, whoa, that was amazing, and I get visuals, and so just being able to see, like, wow, you had me on this mountain doing this, or we were floating in the river, and we approached this animal, or things like that. It's just,
There's like some kind of proverb somewhere that says God helps those who help themselves, and it sounds like that's what's going on in these sessions. It's like they're helping themselves a lot and helping themselves, and then when they come to you for additional help, it's just they're able to also help you. You're helping them, and it's just kind of feeding on each other. Yes,
it's exactly what it is. So at the beginning, when we set the intention, the intention is always set that we're both healing tools. Not just me, both of us. Like, we're healing tools for one another. And all we're doing is, I have a dear friend who taught me the term hollow boning it. And what we're doing is we're hollow boning it. We're just allowing that to flow through us. It's not me doing it. It's spirit channeled through me. I'm just doing the work, and I'm just open to do the work, and I'm willing to receive and do what I have to do. So, you're exactly on it.
Wow, that sounds beyond amazing.
Yeah.
To experience something like that and to be in a session that way.
Yeah, I enjoy doing the group sound baths too, because here at the store they're still intimate. So maybe 12 max, maybe 10 people, and just to come together as a collective consciousness, and then I can feel like the emotions in the room, like while I'm playing them, and to kind of ride the wave until they kind of settle, and then take the whole group on a journey together. It's it's a real treat for me. Yeah, and those are usually like an hour session, and within that session I play. I have alchemy bowls, so my bowls are a little bit different than the regular white frosted crystal bowls, and so I play the alchemy bowls, and then there's a point in there that I switch to the gong. And these symbols are, forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, Tai Loi, which just means happiness has arrived.
Happiness has arrived.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I just love playing it too. So every chance I get to play it, I love playing it. Yeah. So because I kind of view the gong as a tool which goes deep within, and then it takes up all those emotional blockages and it just pulls them right out, like that, So yeah, I enjoy playing the gong.
Wow, it really sounds like or you're tuned in to where you're being able to use these bowls and the gong and as a tool to really take an experience that's happening in someone or even in a group, and then take people to maybe the next experience, like on the scale of consciousness or something.
Yeah, like drop them off at the next train depot.
Wow.
And you know what I do really enjoy too is because there's a lot of technology around us that do these same things, but I enjoy kind of using the ancient methods, and that's just me. It's the other ones are just as effective too, but I just enjoy using the ancient methods, and because I really think it does. I'm not going to say probably. It takes me to a past life, where I served in a different capacity, but here I am in this life doing the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really connecting.
Yeah.
Connecting all the way, and then
Bringing them in.
and probably helps or supports that connection to spirit, because maybe in that other lifetime you have that very, very strong oneness with spirit, and or approaching oneness. And then being able to bring that through into these sessions, just wow, the power that comes through. Wow, it sounds.
It's fun connecting, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's again beyond amazing.
Yeah, I find it to be fun, and I'm very appreciative that people, come to see me, and I'm also very appreciative of being able to serve. And it brings me great joy. It brings me great joy just to walk through these doors every day. Even the days where I'm just selling crystals, it just brings me great joy to be able to serve others on their healing journey, because I feel like just in case people don't realize, I work at Body, Mind, and Soul, which is a very large crystal store here in Houston, and it's been open since 1981, and it's been run by the same family. And I'm grateful for this family because they allow me to serve in this capacity, and they allow me to work in what I view as a healing house. Like this is just like another version of going to church, or and I don't say that in a disrespectful way at all, but it's a place, because I say it in a way like we go to church looking to be healed, right? People open these doors every day looking for something to help them heal from something that's going on in their life, or to help them advance in their life. So it's, it's a very, I take this place very serious, and I just enjoy being here. I enjoy waking up knowing that I'm coming here. It brings me great joy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And do you have anything that you'd like to, some pieces of wisdom for people that they could maybe use, especially people are drawn to what you're doing today? Is there anything that you could recommend that people do on their own? Or, of course, at the end we'll give all your contact info, but in the meantime, do you have any words of advice or just guidance?
I think the most important thing in life is really being patient and delicate with yourself. a lot of times we have these expectations that we set for ourselves, and we're just so, driven to, because we live in a society like that. We gotta be this, we gotta be that, and when I let go of all those expectations and just accepted, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is the most happiest I've ever been in my life, Those stories that I told you at the beginning, I was a really successful music producer. I had a record label that I signed to a larger record label in New York. At the time, they had Little John, Pitbull, 9 Inch Nails, Yo Gotti, and it just didn't work out for me. The Great Recession hit, it crumbled, and it led me a different way in life. And I'm saying all this because, and I'm just gonna be candid. I'm 48 years old, right? And sometimes I sit out there and I say, man, I could be making 6 figures being an assistant principal or a principal in a middle school or high school, or I could return to music and who knows where I could be in life. Mm-hmm. But I know that didn't bring me the joy that I feel when I come here, and I know that I'm serving our world and our community in a better way. I'm helping people become better in life. So I say that to know that you have to have grace with yourself and just let go of all the expectations. Let go of it. It's okay. Because you'll find when you find happiness, you'll truly understand that life is beautiful. And it's to be shared. That beautiful, that love is to be shared. You don't want to live a life that's stressful and you could say, I have all this stuff, but you're still stressed out over that stuff. I got this and I have that and I have this, and it looks like you're successful, but you're still hurting on the inside, So yeah, so just be patient, delicate with yourselves, and let go of all those ideas that society puts in our mind. Just let go of that, and just really go within and say, does this make me feel good? And if it does, roll with it, because it's going to take you to the next place that makes you feel good, that next stop.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And would you be interested, first of all, thank you so much for those words, because that really hit home for me personally, and I'm sure for so many people watching. Sure. And then, would you be interested in playing any of the bowls or the gong on camera?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't have them all in here with me, but guess what? This one is one of my favorites. It is tuned to the A, which is the third eye, right? And it's made of Tibetan quartz, and it's coated with copper. So this is what we call an alchemy bowl, and they're a lot different than the other bowls. Can you reach like one of those strikers for me, inviters? Yeah. And if you remember what I was talking about, thank you. Remember what I was talking about earlier, the Tibetan quartz carries the wisdom of the Himalayan mountains, and only the monks can mine for Tibetan quartz. So it's a very special quartz. I'll show you. And I just love Tibetan quartz because it gives me the sense that they have just been kind of living life, like beat up and, they're never just like a beautiful quartz, they're just like, they've been through the ringer kind of thing, but they carry so much wisdom because they have so many scars and so many inclusions. And only the Tibetan monks can mine these and bring them down off of the mountain for us. So yeah, very special stone. And I am blessed to have a bowl that is infused with Tibetan quartz and copper, which is my favorite metal. And so this bowl is what I consider the bowl that kind of anchors my whole sound bath experience. It's the one that kind of creates the comfort whenever I'm playing. So it's almost the most constant bowl that I play the whole time. And I'll play it for you guys and let you hear why. Okay, I'll speak to this too. Sometimes bowls don't want to sing, and sometimes this one just doesn't like to sing for me. And it's just something that you, once you play for a while, you intuitively know, like, oh, okay. So that just means this group doesn't need that bowl. So this guy sometimes is the other bowl that anchors the sound bath. This one is tuned to the crown. Okay. Now, if you know me personally, I am a Lemurian quartz addict. I wish I could show you guys all the Lemurian quartz that I have, but I'll be able to show Lindsay here. So this is a bunch of Lemurian quartz, all right?
Mind if I pick one up?
Please.
Hold it to me.
Yeah. This.
Isn't that amazing?
This is all Lemurian quartz, and then if I can open this for you guys. This is more Lemurian quartz, and then here's more Lemurian quartz. That's Lemurian quartz. This is Lemurian quartz.
Wow.
There's Lemurian quartz over there. Now, Lemurian quartz. Quick on Lemuria. So Lemuria, if you haven't heard of Lemuria, is the ancient civilization in which the Atlanteans were born of. Okay? So they're essentially the same people. Now, the Atlanteans were the scientists who were moving along, and they got really advanced in their knowledge of things, and the Lemurians understood what was happening. Like, hey man, you guys got to slow down or you're going to destroy the world. And so when they realized that the Atlanteans were going to keep on going and the world was going to be destroyed, they started to encode these quartz with the history of the world. And so a Lemurian quartz has ladders on it, and what you do is whenever you meditate, I wish you could see the ladders, but they're little lines basically. Whenever you meditate, you run your fingers across that, and it unlocks the history of the world, or whatever is relevant to you, for you to use. Can you see all those little lines and stuff in there? Yeah.
And is that included on every Lemurian quartz?
Yes, that's how you know it's a Lemurian. Yeah, it has the little lines, and I love this one because it has a little heart right here.
So even if you had a
heart?
Yes, that's amazing. So
Yeah.
even if you had a smaller one, you could still do.
So when I was talking about the crowns, that's what I filled them with.
Okay.
The Lemurian. See, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could hold it really close to the camera and.
I have a really, really good example of one, but it's over there. Do you want me to grab it?
Yes, that would be great.
Keep it in the prosperity corner to unlock that kind of wisdom.
Can y'all see
And
that little line?
these are really special because these are called singers.
Oh wow.
You hear that little teeny sound?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Not all crystals do that. Like I could see
Oh, yeah.
See, they're not seeing me.
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'm sorry. Let me go grab this one.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'll play this
Yeah, the ting shows.
ting shows.
Now, this is my favorite one because it shows, look how deep those ridges are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very deep.
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, how wonderful. So
Yeah.
all
See that?
someone has to do is
Those ladders. Yeah.
they just kind of hold their
Mhm.
finger.
And
This
rub it.
way.
You know, you just, you know, have maybe your thumb
Okay.
in a meditative state, and you just
Okay.
rub it.
That is,
And when I say that, that doesn't mean that you just all this information is just going to come flooding in.
Mhm.
Okay, I think sometimes people think that, and it could work for you like that if you're, you know, open like that, or it could just be that you go to sleep that night and you have these vivid dreams,
Mhm.
and that was what was brought to you, or you just start to notice things. You have a greater awareness of things happening in your life daily. You know, so many different ways. You just have to slow down and be aware.
I was gonna say if it was all at once, it might be a lot,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
it would make sense that for a lot of people it would be very gradual.
Mhm.
You'd kind of. It just reminds me of my own spiritual awakening. People ask me, "Well, when was yours?" And I think, "Well, I don't know when.
Yeah.
When I started when I was born, maybe I
Yeah,
don't know."
yeah, gradual.
It was
That's
so,
how I
it
feel
just
too.
felt so little by little, and
Mhm.
thank goodness, because if it had all come at once,
Overwhelming, right? Okay, so I went down that rabbit hole because this guy is made of Lemurian quartz in shungite. So sometimes this one holds down the set for me, the sound bath, and it's a B note, so it's the crown chakra. Bowls, just the resonance, they just keep going. Like they just want to sing. They don't want to stop singing. Yeah. But yeah, we could go down all kinds of rabbit holes.
Right.
Yeah. But it's, you know, I don't even, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Did you want to just kind of hear
Yes.
how it sounds when happiness arrives?
Yes, I do.
So this is a 38-inch Paiste gong, okay? And Paiste, so the Germans make this gong, and it almost sounds weird that they would be the leading people in gong manufacturing, but they are. And this is a Paiste gong, 38 inches. And this is what happiness sounds like when it arrives. It's tuned to the F sharp, higher heart.
just listening to what you do, how you do it, and how you let it flow through you, really.
Yay.
And I'm really looking forward to experiencing some more.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm so excited just to have this on video. So
Yeah. Thank you.
thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.